Hey everybody, and welcome to Tales from the Clinic. This is a new podcast hosted by Dr. Molly O'Banion and myself, Ashley, just a regular gal. The premise of this podcast is all things pets and veterinary medicine. Dr. Molly is here to do that part. I am here to make sure she's using words us regular people can understand. Each episode we will dive into different aspects of veterinary medicine, interesting cases seen at the clinic, and just general advice on pet ownership in hopes of educating and giving a glimpse into our world. So, let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Today we are talking about tails. Happy tails. That are not always happy. It's the tale of a tortured tail. It's gonna be the name of the episode. You like that?
Okay.
So Happy Tail, from what I understand, is a dog, usually bigger breeds, but it could be anybody, and they're just super happy all the time, and they hit their tail against the wall over and over and over again until the tail gets some kind of an injury.
Until the tail's not happy.
Until the tail's not happy. There you go. Boom. Episode done.
The end. No, okay, so Happy Tail got its name because a lot of times it's like your labs and your pitties and those guys, they're like overly happy and they swing it, and then it like smashes in the walls and it gets these big like wounds that don't heal because the blood flow is not great and it's just nasty.
Yeah.
It also makes your house look like a really good like Stephen King novel.
Ooh.
Because they as they're swinging it and they have this wound, there's just blood splattering against the walls, and you're like, stop shaking, and then you're talking to them, which makes them happier, which makes them shake harder. It's fantastic.
Chaos.
Yes.
But is it just the trauma caused by hitting their tail on things?
No, I mean that's the most common. I have cheese.
Show it to the camera.
Cheers. No Sonic today. That's the most common. But you can have things like, okay, so your traumatic wounds is number one. You can have things like tumors. You can have self-inflicted stuff. So if they have like a spinal injury in their tail that hurts and then they chew on it and then they create a wound that way, which I guess is trauma, but it's not like smashing it against the wall. Whatever can cause a wound in the tail does not like to heal because the blood flow is not as good.
Gotcha.
And so then the wound never heals, and then you, instead of just being in a Stephen King novel, one day you start living in the hotel from The Shining.
Gotcha.
All the time. And people only like to clean blood off their walls so many times before they get over it.
Unless you're a serial killer.
When you just leave the blood on the walls, then what's the point?
If you don't want to get caught, although I guess that's your MO.
Yeah.
Back on track. So, Happy Tail syndrome is just a general word. It's just what's stuck. It's the best way to identify it. But it's just general issues with the tail
An open wound.
and that just heal extremely slowly.
Yeah. So, if you have an open wound on your leg, theoretically, you bandage it, you put medication on it, it heals over time, right?
Right.
Can you bandage a tail?
Theoretically, yes.
You can. It does not stay well.
Yeah, I was gonna say the tubular it would just slip right off, right?
Yeah, it does not stay well. They are one of the hardest types of bandages to keep on. And so it's like the biggest uphill battle ever. So yes, if a person doesn't want to like amputate the tail, which is the next best thing, we can try to fight the bandaging. I think I've had like 1 or 2 successful ones.
Yeah.
It goes on for months and months and months, and they just keep being bleedy and nasty, and eventually they're like, okay, fine, just take the tail off.
Gotcha.
Because it's not worth the fight.
Yeah.
It also becomes, people are worried about the cost of an amputation, but by the time you're paying for recheck visits and recheck bandaging every week for months,
Yeah.
It
adds up the same.
Yeah, it ends up being maybe not the exact same, but similar.
Yeah, and I guess if amputation's at the end of that road anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
The majority of the time. Now, I recently had somebody teach me something. I know, I can still be taught things.
Old dog.
New tricks. So, so what people have been having luck with, you know, those like floating, the noodle floaties?
Yeah.
Like you're in a pool and you're like this and you're gonna have to love it in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. You cut a piece of the noodle floaty off and you shove it on the tail over like bandage material. Supposedly they stay on reasonably well. In my head though, like yes, they're squishy and they're soft, but if you're shoving it on the tail enough for it to protect the bandage, you're like lessening the blood flow a little bit more.
What if you cut the noodle and then like lightly fastened it?
And then it's not gonna be strong enough to stay on.
Lightly fasten it with tape over and over again.
Then it's no longer like. I also feel like it's very important for me to just say this right now. If you're gonna use the pool noodle, ask your dog what color they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You really gotta know skin tones.
Yeah, don't be that parent who just, you know, shops for your kid without.
This would be really good cheese.
I know.
Munster. I'm gonna buy some next week. I'll pay you back for my 2 bites.
Okay. I forgot it was here.
How old is it?
It's fine.
That's all right.
So, moral of the story: if your dog's tail starts bleeding everywhere and you look like you're in a horror movie, don't do the bandaging. It's not worth your time, your effort, and your sorrow. Just get a bandage. It's gonna be.
So in regards to amputation, so let's say your tail is like this long. This is the base.
The tip?
Yeah, just the tip. You just amputate what's necessary. You don't have to cut the whole thing off and make us a corgi.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Some people want to because they're like, no, I don't want to do this again.
Yeah.
And then make you a corgi. Corgis have cute butts.
They do have cute butts.
But if you don't want that, you can amputate just like the tip.
Necessary. And then is there, so like the tails heal slowly from the blood flow. Is the blood flow better as you get closer to the base?
Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna be faster than, because that was my question, was that if we're constantly having this irritation going on, if we cut it off, if the irritation is still gonna be the same healing process, because it's on the tail still.
Yeah. The vassals. The vasculature at the base of the tail is a lot bigger
Okay,
than at the tip of the tail.
gotcha. Okay.
The vassals. What's today?
Monday, 13th.
That's what's wrong.
13th. That's a Friday thing. Or
No,
you just
Mondays.
hate all 13th. Oh, Mondays.
All 13th. Screw on.
So, but yeah, that was a listener request. I'm guessing their own personal pup is dealing with it.
Yeah.
They've
So
contacted you, haven't they?
I don't know. So when it comes to this too, you have to remember, like, you're amputating a limb. Like, a tail doesn't seem like a limb, but it is a limb, right?
Okay.
So everybody's heard of phantom limb pain,
Mm-hmm.
right? I had a cat that we just did this to, and he's having phantom limb pain, and it's ridiculous. It's not my cat; it's a client cat, but it's ridiculous. So we amputated his tail, not the whole thing, just like a couple inches, and now if you put a Band-Aid on the tail, like just a little vet wrap, and it's completely healed. It's completely healed. But if you put a little Band-Aid on it, he leaves it alone and he goes about his little cat life. If you take the Band-Aid off, he looks at it and he growls at his tail and then he ferociously attacks it.
What?
I didn't know. I remember scheduling this, and I was like, oh man, it must not be healing very well.
No, it's healed.
What a dummy.
And his dad is like, I don't know what to do other than leave his tail bandaged and make him high. And I was like, yep. Gabapentin. Gabapentin is a nerve pain medication, and phantom limb pain is theoretically like the nerve endings.
Yeah.
And like they're feeling the tail and it's tingly or it's painful, but it's not actually there.
Will he get over that eventually, hopefully?
I don't know. He's on Prozac now.
Okay. Poor guy.
His dad's literally like, I put the bandage on and he's running around the house playing and being his normal self, and I take the bandage off and he's like, ah!
Oh no.
I don't know.
But it's healed.
It's healed. Except for now it has a new wound because he bit a hole into it last week.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
They must be at their wits' end as owners. We'll get there though. We'll get there. I'm assuming it'll, yeah, we said it'll eventually spade. Is it just that as the nerve endings kind of double themselves maybe?
No, I think that it's more of a shark. But like over time, you would think the nerve endings would like fibrose or callus over.
Yeah.
But people amputees have that too.
Yeah.
We don't ferociously chew at ourselves, hopefully. But we still have phantom nerve pain.
Yeah. Hope for the best. But that's also, it's not an every time thing.
No.
You've done this multiple times.
Yeah, without that. And then now.
Yay! So, yeah. I think that's about all there is to it. A little dive into happy tail syndrome isn't exactly how it sounds. A little bit more complicated than happiness. I guess happiness. Is complicated.
Oh my gosh.
I already finished my coffee. I'm really upset.
This is not a psychology talk. I can't.
I'm gonna get some more cheese.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a good week. Have a good weekend, but have a good week before it gets here. And
make good incisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on Tales from the Clinic. Again, we are your hosts, Dr. Molly and regular Ashley. For more insider scoops into the vet med life and pet ownership, hit that subscribe button for updates on new episodes, and of course, share our channel to spread the word. Check the podcast notes below to see how you can get in contact with us. You can find all of Dr. Molly's affordable pet healthcare clinics on social media as well. Thanks again, and talk soon.